Greetings and welcome to another excellent chess video. We're going to do another daily puzzle here just to see what's going on. Just another example. Karudsky messed up my whole damn thing, you jerk bastard. All right. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Greetings and welcome to another excellent chess video. We're going to do a daily puzzle and see what's going on. All right. So what we have to look at is overall, like, what's going on here. The first things that come to mind as I look at this is look at the restriction of the king's motion. Now the king lives on f7, and he's stuck in the 3x3 of all the squares that touch f7. Notice, let's see where he can go. He cannot go to e6, the pawn. The bishop guards this, blocked by the knight. He can go to f8, blocked by the knight. He can go to e7. So we can go to e7 and f8. So when he's restricted like this, we want access to the king. So let's look at this rook takes bishop check. A destruction of the castle formation. King takes rook. Rook to h7 check. Well, where can this king go from g7? All right. Knight guards the rook. Knight guards this. He can go to f8. Okay, fine. Well, he can go to f8. Now the rook, when it's down here after it takes his bishop and comes in with the rook h7 check, king f8, this rook that sits here is now a fence, and it guards the entire 7th rank. So the only way we can really check him easily is bishop to h6 check. And you'll notice his king is completely trapped. When we check him here, now one of the rules that we use is anytime you're going to do a calculation, don't take for granted you'll remember where you stopped. Just go back from the beginning, and you want to reinforce proper sequence of moves, because there's nothing like proper reinforcement in rehearsal. Okay, this is like if you're doing a performance, you're going to rehearse, and then execute. So rook takes bishop check. King takes rook. Rook h7 check as the fence. The king cannot take it. It's guarded by the knight. King can't go to h8 or g8 because the knight guards this. The rook guards h8. So king f8, and this is a classic checkmating formation. That the king is on f8. He has no squares. Knight, knight, rook, rook, rook. So bishop h6, that's a checkmate. So this is the thing. This is one of the things that my chess eye spotted. And it's very important. I always refer to people and tell them about the chess eye, but also about the chess brain. The chess eye sometimes sees things, that catches your eye, okay? What catches your chess eye? Your chess eye sees things a little bit differently than your normal vision. It sees possibilities. But you must use the chess brain up here to correctly analyze whatever combo your chess eye sees. And like I said, my eye was just drawn directly to rook takes bishop sacrifice with rook h7 check, king f8, and then the simple bishop to h6 idea is like, well, is this a good move? Turns out it's a checkmate. So, you answer it yourself. But this is from my experience, 55 plus years of playing chess. I call it the spidey senses, because you see things, and when you're seriously studying chess, and it's really important to recognize that is a byproduct of serious study. I'm not goofing around here. We're not playing tra-la-la. This is like, you're going to give it your best effort. So here's the deal. Let's uncork the combo. All right. with rook to h7, just a crushing fence move. And I'm the only guy that uses these terms. The fence move is just a killer. It just keeps the king from moving, and you're already like, man, I got him fenced in by this rook, which is why I call it the fence rook. Knight is guarding here, knight is here, and this is just bishop h6. That's a checkmate, sir. So this is the thing. This is what I teach people. Is I teach people not just to find the moves. And I saw some other guys that do problems, and they're finding the moves, and it's like patting themselves on the back. They found the move. Well, hey, that's great and everything, but how is this helping people that are watching your videos who are substantially below your ability? My answer to you is this. I explain to you the methodology I use and what I recommend for you to do to visualize this. Okay, it's not just about me making a move and going, well, aren't I exceptional? I played this move brilliantly, which is all true, all right? But it doesn't do you any good if you don't understand the methodology that I use, because when you're in your game, you ain't here, and you're not looking here, and I'm not there giving you advice, okay? So this is the thing. What the real teacher does is teaches you the application of the lesson that you're seeing. And so when it shows up in the future in your games, you're like, aha, I got it, okay? Now, as a little kid, we learned, 2 plus 2 is 4. And the methodology of addition is that, well, if we add one number to a second number, we know a technique of how to calculate what the answer is going to be. And this is kind of the scenario that I'm using. But in chess, it's a little more complicated because you have the pieces with abstract powers, the rook in the straight lines, the knight has the goofy L-shaped attack, etc. So I try to reduce it down to its elemental form and show you the ideas, like where's the idea that comes from. You can rewind this to the beginning, and like I said, my first thing is I noticed this king has restricted motion. He only had motion to these dark squares. Okay, so I said, well, let's just up here. Remember, you can play with the position for free. I said rook takes bishop is the obvious move to look at. This is known as a destruction sacrifice. All right, his castle formation is king guarded by bishop and pawn. Rook kills bishop, king takes rook, rook checks. He's on the run. King f8. Turns out bishop h6. The obvious question is that a good move? Well, it's a checkmate. So there you go. So this is just the way that you look at this stuff. So in the future, you're going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to try this. And you're going to try this on positions where it doesn't work. You're like, well, okay, because not every technique is going to apply. I can't speak. Not every technique is going to apply to every position, but that's okay. We can try a technique and go, well, that doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't. So, try a different technique. And that's what separates the men from the boys. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this problem with this killer sacrifice. Fairly basic, easy to understand, which is key. And I have no idea what these are. I just turn it on and go, hey, let me look at this daily problem. And then, I have my abilities, fostered from my dad's rules that he taught me, which I explained in my other problems. And if you're not familiar with my dad's rules, don't worry about it. Go check out my longer videos of solutions, and I will give you tons of these rules, and they all apply eventually. One of the things about chess games is that the tactics, there's a lot of them, but they're not infinite. And the tactical motifs present themselves in a slightly different formation. And so you learn these things. This is why someone who's a serious chess player, like myself for 55 years, it's like a serious musician sees musical ideas differently than someone who's just listening to a song. Okay, there's nothing wrong with appreciating a piece of music, but a serious musician, blah, blah, blah. Man, I can't talk today. A serious musician will see things, repeated sequences that you or I would miss. Okay, because that guy or that lady is serious about music. Well, we're serious chess players. We see these formations. I want you to experience this sequence so that you file this in your brain. And like I said, this is called a destruction sacrifice. And there'll be different destruction sacrifices that come along in your experience. Trust me on this one. These are repeated. It's nothing new. There's nothing really new in chess under the sun. It's just a slightly different aspect. New to you, but that tactic might be 300 years old. That's the nature of chess. So hopefully you enjoyed this solution to this daily chess problem. I know I kind of make it look easy and try to explain why it's easy to me. All right. So tell your friends if you would. Look forward to seeing you in one of my other videos so you can learn more about my dad's awesome chess rules that made me the player I am today as I'm, trying to basically get 2,400. So look forward to seeing you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, like and subscribe.